What's up, everybody? We are taking a look at the closest battle of the Mad CSS tournament. If you didn't catch it, Mad CSS is our CSS battle competition. We had 16 of the best CSS developers in the world go head to head, and we went all the way through until one person took home the entire championship. I won't spoil it for you if you haven't seen it just yet, so you can go back on the YouTube channel and watch it. But today we're taking a look at one of the closest battles, which is Josh versus Cassidy.
All right, let's take a look.
Is there a span around the headline? There is. And let me scroll over. Highlight. Okay, let's say highlight. Text color is the var purple. Gorgeous. Okay. Oh, and it's not text color. It's just color. Cassidy, what are you thinking? Okay.
Let's do the text area, because the text area is interesting. I think I want my text area. And actually, right. Okay, good. The up arrow is the character code for that. So that's helpful. How do I want to do this? The text area is within an input box. An input box is going to be how we do that. Oh, Claude, I guess, added some stuff here for me.
Yeah, how did you guys feel about AI autocomplete?
There were times when I thought it was being helpful, and then only to give it a second glance and see that it was not being helpful, because you're going for speed. And I think that's one thing that gets lost on some of the viewers is just how urgently you have to work at everything. So when it does autocomplete, you're glancing at it, you're like, that looks pretty good. But then oftentimes you end up deleting half of it and changing the other half. And I would have been faster with Emmet. I don't know if it ended up slowing me down or hurting me. I did find it to be annoying, definitely.
Yeah, I feel like I got slowed down by it. And in fact, in many cases, it actually hurt me. What is this? Headline. Oh, there we go. That's why. Freaking AI autocomplete added a bunch of garbage I didn't even know I had. Emmet with some sort of class autocomplete from the HTML would have been much faster. And I'm very good at Emmet, so I probably would do it without AI next time.
Yeah, because it's interesting to see Josh's output. It's AI is suggesting 6-7 lines of code.
Placeholder text color CSS. Because I don't know how to do that.
One of the funny things that I've noticed, even when she said text color and then had to correct herself to say color, the people who aren't competing in this don't understand just how blank your brain goes when you are doing some of this. The fact that Cassidy is looking up the placeholder, or the text color stuff, my gosh, there are so many times when I'm thinking, what is the property for that? And it's something I write hundreds of times a day, A
couple of people were chirping me online of you can't get this. And all of those people I have invited on to do a battle against me, and they've all went dark because everyone thinks, oh yeah, honestly, it's just placeholder, but it's so stressful when you're in the moment and you have zero time to fuss around.
I will say, even though she had to look it up, she was one of the quickest to find it because a lot of people had to look up placeholder and they're fumbling, they're asking AI. Her pull was one Google search, boom, done, and keep moving. So
Blammo. That didn't do anything. Oh, because I didn't do it right. That would make sense. Okay, cool. Okay, now I have to fix text sizing.
Interestingly, there's a slight, I'm not actually in exactly the right spot on these buttons.
In Josh's background the whole time, I think
are not far
he didn't set the color.
He's doing that on purpose. It just to flex,
Yeah, mind games.
It's like a tiger playing with its meal before he eats it.
He is so chill. For sure. Even though he might say he's not, he's definitely so chill. One thing I would like to highlight for folks is that we opened this battle up for people to do this, and you get one shot at 15 minutes. And for anyone who thinks that they could do better, the average score is 69 nice percent. So 69% is where most people are lying when they are taking on this battle in 15 minutes.
Yeah. Watching TV makes it look so easy. I could do that, but give it a try. And we have it set up so you can give it a try. So.
And you have to talk while you do it too. Yeah.
I want to comment on that. That's one of the things people don't realize is every single person in this competition is a teacher, right? Like Cassidy's narration and Josh's narration, you're learning as you watch them fumble and figure out they're really good narrating themselves, which a lot of people, if we got them in the ring, they would not be able to do that.
Okay. Oh, that is the correct font size. Let's go. Okay. Let me do margin top. I hate doing margin top. I'm upset that I've done this, and I ask for you all to forgive me.
I just realized now, I've been assuming the weird colors
Here we go.
are a issue with the diffing tool, but no, I've just been doing it in the opposite color this whole time in terms of the background color. That's so much easier. My goodness. I have my version. The placeholder text is too far down, too far to the right, and the wrong color. So placeholder text, let's make it white. Also, the background color is wrong. Maybe you need to be regular gray, not dark
How'd
gray.
you guys feel about all the color variables?
I thought that was fine.
Okay.
That's how I work anyway, so.
Yeah. Light gray. No. Dark gray. It's not it either. How many grays are there? Dark gray, light gray. I think at some point you're being a little tricky with the maybe having a few too many in there, but that made for good TV. And obviously we did it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. A lot of the comments were there's too many color variables and they're too similar. But I think that's that's what separates the winners from the losers. In the last few seconds, making sure you have the right colors. So
Yeah. That's one of the first things I would clock when I'd start a battle. What are the colors? What are they in the design? So get that into my head so I'm not having to process it in time, and then try to validate the HTML in classes and stuff.
Yeah.
Is 5 pixels. Let's do that. And then I'm going to do margin top is 0 because that makes me angry. I just made everything worse. Cassidy, why?
Okay, the buttons are not all the same size. That is the key realization I'm having. So I shouldn't be using a fixed size or even flex 1. I should be sort of relying on them having their own size and tweaking the padding within. So if I do that, it's too much. If I do 10 pixels, that looks better.
Wow.
It's literally just this your bugs delivered faster. Why is it like this? Ah! Okay, Cassidy, stop freaking out and do your job. Scoot it up. Scoot it up more, please. Why are you like this?
No, actually, I don't want to do that. And there's only 8 seconds left.
Oh, and Josh went back down to 93% with only 7
Oh,
seconds.
we're
So he's back up to
96 to
96%.
96.
This is a nail biter. 4
Oh my
seconds
God,
left.
I don't have time to do anything else.
So this was an incredibly close battle, and Cassidy actually got the 4th highest score overall, but didn't make it into the next round. One of the hardest parts about
This is like
single elimination.
looking at politics,
Yeah.
And more people voted for this person, but they didn't make it in, It's not fair.
It's not fair.
It's not fair, and I will say that perhaps we should have dropped the lowest score.
No, that's not how March Madness works. The most points score in a basketball game. No.
Yeah.
You either win or you lose. It's not good enough to be pretty good. You got to be the best in this game.
Gotta be perfect. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I don't think Cassidy was pretty good. I think she was great.
She was awesome.
She was great. She would have crushed me in this.
Yeah, man. All right, let's take a look at their code. I did an analysis video, and I did show that if you look at Cassidy's diff view, her text was almost perfect, but again, it comes down to this color variable, dark purple.
So sneaky.
So
sneaky.
Yeah, and so if you use that dark purple color variable, that bumps her up.
Would
locks
that
it
have been
in.
enough?
I think it would have. Yeah, they were so close that she would have beat Scott by 0.5.
Josh.
Oh, so yeah, she would have beat Josh by 0.5. But it's interesting because Josh also didn't lock in the color. So if he would have locked in the color, it would have been an even. Yeah. So that wasn't the differentiator, but I think in the last 10 seconds it could have been anything. Lock that color in. I think maybe her text inside was just a little bit off.
Yeah. See, but you bump that text up, then your text box is off.
Yes.
Exactly. And I think she made the right call towards the end of the battle because she was bumping that around, but then her score was going down to 60% because everything else would shift.
Yeah. What did I do on this one? 86.
86.2. You also didn't set the
man.
color, and then the inside of your input box area here was a little off. I think you didn't set the font size, or so. Yeah, that battle could have gone either way. Props to Cassidy. We definitely want to see her again next year, because and also maybe do elimination rounds where you're not out after just one battle. We'll play around with the format next year.
Yeah, we should talk about that. We'll talk about that in our recap video of what types of things that you all would like to see, because I have so many ideas for how this format could be improved.
Let us know in the comments, because I would love to see. And also, I think we need like a couple like random ones as well.
We need a plan.
A
yeah,
vibe
we need a
coder.
plan.
Definitely need to hook Claude up to this thing as well. See how well that does. A couple people with
Gary
big
Tan.
mouths running. Gary
Bring in
Tan,
G-Stack.
Tan Stack.
Get Gary in here.
Or
Yeah.
G-Stack, not Tan Stack. Yeah.